today's video I'm going to share with you guys how creatine impacted my life in the last year. I experienced some cool benefits but also some interesting side effects at the same time, which I'm going to share with you guys in today's video. But let's quickly recap what has happened.
Before I was taking creatine, I was struggling with my workouts. I lacked energy, felt fatigued, and couldn't push myself as hard as I wanted to in the gym anymore. My sleep schedule was fucked up and I was working a lot. At the same time, I never really felt recovered. It was frustrating to see minimal progress despite putting in so much effort. Now, this was my physique 4 years ago. I was skinny fat and just started to hit the gym. I was consistent with my gym routine for a couple of weeks but never really progressed in those years. And last year, things got even worse. I started to gain more and more weight. I was stressed all the time and not very happy with how my body looked like. That's why I took a break from everything and went on a semester abroad.
So I'm going to study in the UK for the next 6 months. I hope I'm not just working here but also enjoy my time.
Not only did I get a break from everything, but focused my full attention to lifting weights and finally also after my diet.
And that's also when I started to take creatine.
Creatine is a natural substance found in some foods like meat and fish. It's also synthesized by the body in the liver, kidneys and pancreas. Creatine plays a crucial role in supplying energy to cells, especially during short, intense physical activity, allowing your muscles to contract more effectively and for longer durations, especially for high-intensity activities like weightlifting or sprinting.
Bear in mind, before I started to take creatine, I was working out for about 4 years. I was probably not as consistent as I was in Cardiff, for example, but still, I went probably around 2 to 3 times to the gym per week.
Now, exactly a year ago, I was weighing 79 kilos, while being in the middle of my shred phase when I started to take creatine. During that last part of my shred, I lost around 4 kilos of body weight while nearly keeping my strength in the gym. Was that because of creatine?
Now, for the past year, I took about 3.5 grams of creatine daily. I had some cycle breaks in between, but I tried to stick to it most of the time.
Now, in the first couple of weeks and months, I experienced these major benefits: faster muscle recovery, better muscle endurance, faster recovery in between sets, and the fuller look on my body. I didn't do any loading phase and didn't experience major side effects like hair loss, diarrhea, or muscle cramps. But that changed quite quickly.
Since I've started to take creatine, I've been struggling with dehydration. I mean, I'm drinking around 4 to 5 liters per day. I mean, per se, that's not a bad thing, but now that led to the fact that I needed toilet breaks in the night, which was quite inconvenient and impacted my sleep.
At the same time, I noticed something strange with my hair,
which is quite thin recently as well. Or maybe that's because I'm getting used to the water here in the UK. But we'll see how that progresses over the next weeks though. Now, after a year, I can confidently say that my hair got a lot thinner. I don't know if that's because of creatine, because I was also using some, not good hair products in the last year. A lot of different barbers have brought it to my attention that my hair is breaking apart. Now, in the last month, I've been using shampoo only 2 to 3 times per week, so I hope that changes again.
Out of nowhere, I got sick, and that didn't feel too great either.
The last 1.5 weeks, I could train properly again, and that felt amazing. I could lift heavier and felt more recovered in between the sets. But the last couple of days though, I felt really sick. I got really dehydrated over the last few days as well, so I had to actually stop taking the creatine because it made things even worse. So I'm just taking things slowly at the moment, and I hope to get back into my weightlifting routine as soon as possible though.
Even that normalized itself, and I probably had the freshest flu for a couple of months. But
as you guys can see in the background, chapter in Cardiff ends tomorrow. I had an amazing and wonderful time here. I'm just thankful and grateful for this experience which I had. I'm still around in the UK for the next 2 months and head back soon to Switzerland. It's been 4 months since I've been taking creatine consistently now. My performance in the gym is better for sure. All my lifts have gone up in terms of weights and reps. An additional benefit is my recovery for sure.
a quick physique update after these 4 months. Bear in mind, I was shredding for the first 30 days, had some off days, was sick and started a slight bulk. My muscles definitely look a bit fuller and bigger. I was weighing 79 kilos when I started to take creatine, and now I'm around 81 kilos. Back home in Switzerland, I wasn't putting my full attention to the gym and my diet anymore. I focused my efforts into creating better videos and storytelling on a series with
29 days, 29 challenges to let go of my perfectionist mindset. I learned a lot about myself in that month, and generally speaking, in the last couple of months, I've been doing a lot of high intensity challenges. Now, I remember back in 2019 when I was playing around 3 to 4 times per week badminton. I usually felt pretty tired in between these training sessions. But now, especially that I've picked up badminton again, and especially in Cardiff where I was playing like 3 to 4 times per week, badminton and also weightlifting, I felt really recovered.
In that last month, I spent less time in the gym and more time outside. I started to enjoy the track training more and more, and I was just in the process of creating a video where I'm training like an Olympic sprinter for 30 days. I went traveling, pushing myself out of my comfort zone, and got a hell of a lot faster in my 100-meter sprint.
Now, before I'm going to share with you guys the final results, I've got to mention one mental benefit I gained from Creatine. To be honest, I'm not sure if it's really correlated to that, but I can focus myself a hell lot better compared to last year. Maybe that's because I kind of have a more balanced lifestyle this year. I mean, I spend more time with my family and friends, which I neglected in the past year. So I don't know if it's really because of creatine, but it doesn't really matter.
Now, about 10 months ago, I was weighing 79 kilos, and that's how I looked back then. Just keep in mind that I didn't train in the gym as much in the past 2 months. This morning I was also weighing roughly 79 kilos. But that, my friends, is how my physique changed.
Now, I really hope that you enjoyed today's video. Make sure that you smash that like button if you felt like that this video was valuable. And make sure that you watch this video right up here, where I'm documenting also my struggles I had whilst transforming my body in a year.